Are we
Okay,
speaking and stuff too, or what we're
so
seeing?
basically, I'll speak us into. I'll say, or I will speak the guidance of the journey, and we are all fully aware and awake through the whole process. So anything that comes to you, if obviously you channel anything, or Tamara channels anything, or anything occurs in that, we're all sharing that experience together.
Okay, okay,
Yeah. So
fine.
yeah, it's not a one-way transmission. It's a what I
Vera
call.
calls it astral traveling while you're awake. And I think
Yeah.
that's the most apt description. So anything you're seeing, feeling, sensing, understanding, just share it at any time. That's all there is to it.
What I'll do, just to begin and to start and to set the foundation of what we're doing, I have been in the technical field for over 25 years and started to realize that many of the 3D technical concepts and frameworks that exist today actually apply to the energy field. And I realized, or eventually understood, that what I'm doing is called, it's a technical terminology called link aggregation control protocol. Link aggregation is taking many circuits of different sizes and signals and being able to band them together to create a wider and broader signal for resiliency, failover, but also just to increase the signal if we can think about it that way. So in essence, I'm just going to take us through a guided journey. And that's going to start with taking your awareness around your energy body and the field around you by taking a deep breath in through the nose and then letting that out as comfortably and as natural as you feel in this moment. As we start to take our awareness around our field, we're going to start to define the points of presence as our front, back, left, and right sides of us. So we're defining the areas around us as points of presence. And as we do that, we start to initiate our foundational frequency, or the frequency that we hold. And once we've established that awareness, we're going to take our awareness up about 5 or 6 feet so that we can start to see, sense, feel, visualize, imagine the light of source. In doing so, we may notice that the light at first is, or in the beginning, is dispersed into light particles. But as we continue to bring our focus and attention and awareness, they'll start to collect and group into pools, which will then start to collect into spotlights randomly moving about the sky until they all finally converge into one. And with that focus and through the power of source, we're going to take and journey down through the sun, soul star, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral root, legs, feet, traveling down through the earth star, traveling down into the central and crystalline core of the planet so that we may anchor, center, balance here with Mother Earth in the heart of Gaia, where we set the intention to clear and transmute all low-level frequencies, negative energies across all time, dimension, space, and realities as we fully and completely release any density into the planet. This now gives us the opportunity to alight back up and journey through the earth star, feet, legs, root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, crown, all the way up into the central sun, pushing past into the unity consciousness field, pushing even farther into our pinpoint connection to source. Feeling the extreme opposite ends of this energy stream that we created, we understand that we have established a chakra circuit pathway, allows our consciousness and energy to move about freely. As we journey back down through the sun, soul star, crown, third eye, throat, to home and center into our heart space, expanding our hearts into the universe, allowing our divine pillars and columns of light to expand along with it, so that we may connect to the galactic center where we can sense the void, feel the void, expand into the void, we become the void. Here, no boundaries exist. We all become one. And from here, I call upon the cosmic table of light And I ask for source light records for myself, Vera Takakura, Tamara Pasick, and Phyllis Anne Douglass to come into the center in the palm of my hand. Really strong energy. As I turn my palm over from the cosmic table of light, I open the records high and wide until they become the light of the sky and expand into the beyond, allowing for this expansion. As that occurs, we are going to set the intention that all healings, clearing, support, guidance, assistance, information streams, downloads, frequencies, vibrations of the highest order and magnitude come forth from myself and everyone in session. We also request and honor and acknowledge the presence of the Ascended Masters, teachers, loved ones, star families, galactic beings, archangels, ancestors, record keepers, guides, beings of light, hailing dragons, letting the energies move and expand as we continue so that the records are now open, field access is now granted, all frequencies are active across all spectrums, all records are online. There's energy moving.
Ooh, there's big energy. They can hear me.
Yes.
So I, whew, okay, whole bunch of feminine energy showed up. And then that was kind of surrounding us, and it was beautiful. And as you were finishing, we got to the void. I'm in the hypercube of a tesseract. You then join in your own tesseract, Vera, and Phyllis. You hesitated for a moment, then you got in also. And we just really started spinning super fast, straight into a black hole, just shot us up to this beautiful, bright, white, lovely area. And I'm sitting on that platform that I built in ceremony a month ago with the boxes on it. And there is a huge being there. And Phyllis, you'll have to tell me what you're seeing or feeling, but I'm feeling that once again, we have audience with the Elohim consciousness right now. So I ended up in a plant ceremony a couple weeks ago. I had these really advanced, highly refined beings come in that I'd never met before. And I ended up channeling them, their language and what they were doing. And basically I was building a platform, like a dance floor almost, and then a couple of boxes on it. When I got done, I sat on the top and there was someone there, and I'm like, oh, okay, here we are. And that was my first time, having any kind of communication telepathic with Elohim. So we've gone back here, I don't know, a couple of times now, Vera.
Yeah, we've done some communication.
Yeah,
But
but I'm
yeah,
feeling it's like a much lighter place than it was. Not that it was heavy or dense. It just feels
the
and
energy,
looks lighter. Yeah, yeah. And I would assume that's your energy, Phyllis. I would assume that you're lifting that. You're
elevating.
yes, elevating. Thank you.
Well, when you first started, I went all the way up beyond 12th dimension. I just
Nice.
got out and then I dived back down and shot down into my heart. It was interesting. So I got a little platform and I have two rocking chairs there. I was trying to put chairs and these rocking chairs showed up. And it's really, really bright. And it's like I'm on a slab of light. And there's a man, Enoch,
Oh
is
wow.
is in the other rocking chair. And he's like leaning forward with his elbows on his knees, his hands are clasped.
And did you say who it was, Phyllis?
Enoch. He said it was. She
Oh,
said it was
Enoch.
Enoch.
Okay, I just wanted to make certain. That's what I heard.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is he talking or communicating with you?
That's what I was looking at. Like the energy is so intense. He said something when you were saying something. Okay, let me see.
That's when I get spoken to as well, when somebody else is talking.
He said, I want you to know when the beginning began and the end will end. You are mid-journey, all of humanity, Mother Earth, in her ascension, is guiding the way for all beings who are receptive and open and understanding of truth, irregardless of their upbringing, past beliefs, or perceptions, or even the reality as it has existed for them and those who surround them in the present moment. At this time, in this understanding, you must step beyond what within you have a knowing is real, because what is actually truth, is so beyond the reality you concern yourself with in order to exist and fulfill what is termed a lifetime. The physical form within which you exist is just that, a form that allows you to traverse through the earth realm, the earth plane. You must understand who and what you truly are. That is of utmost importance. It is not the human that holds our expectations of ascendancy. It is your truth beyond the human that is of importance to us.
How do we find out that truth?
Inward, following the correspondences beyond human existence, all found within the chamber of the heart. You will have remembrances when you are affronted with certain occurrences of an energetic and spiritual nature. And if you are open to these encounters, then you will not have a challenge in acceptance in the process of unfoldment. You will be capable then of taking the higher road.
Are we currently doing just that?
Many of you have found a way. Some your way, some others have followed or are following the path that was emblazoned by a visionary voyager before them. They have found that path through study, research, spiritual seeking, and working with the energetics that exist within and without. But there comes a point Just as in climbing a mountain, you reach a plateau, and it is from within you that comes a responsibility of moving beyond that point, and that point then becomes your point of departure from a merely human existence into an eternal expression.
Can we come here to chat with you again?
Of course you may.
Is there anything more that you can share with us specifically? Vera, myself, Phyllis?
This one, my dear Seraph, has just reached her point of departure where she is understanding the truth bestowed upon her at birth into this human aspect. And now she is in acknowledgement because she sees me, she hears me speak, and she is in this space. And yet she vibrates with higher and greater capacity, allowing her then, when she is allowing herself to act at her full capacity, can then move well beyond this point.
I am working on Phyllis's spine right now.
Hmm.
And is this part then of her departure to hasten or to quicken it?
It is. It is a point of connection that had become intertwined, but are now unwinding and finding their place within the foundational structure of her human, allowing in a greater capacity of light, frequency, and sound.
So, Tamara, are you in the process of basically expanding is it the
Yeah.
skull?
Yes, I am.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's what's been going on for a while. She started, a helix was around her spine, spiraling counterclockwise. I think that was the unwinding she was talking about. That was a while ago. But we've just been expanding and replacing vertebrae, and there's 5 emeralds going across the middle one at the top of her spine, at the base of her neck, and going out. And there's just the whole time here I've been working on her.
No, that's cool.
That's what I think's going on. So I just wanted to confirm that.
With that, her eyes now are welling with tears. She understands.
This is very different from the other spines that I've worked with. And it's just so soft and gracious and welcoming and beautiful and fluid. And thank you, Phyllis, for letting me do this.
I feel that. I feel unlike myself. I feel dreamy.
It's, and we've just placed a ruby at the base of your spine, at your tailbone. And I think it's some sort of anchor or it's feeding information, but that is there for you to discover. It was just a beautiful, beautiful gift that you've been given. Oh my, it's a lot of energy flowing here.
Oh, yes, I'm spinning. So
Oh.
there's something spinning, almost like a Merkaba, like a higher,
Mhm.
like up above me.
I think you're calibrating, or it's trying to get this frequency everywhere until it's starting to slow just a little bit.
Yeah, my body is vibrating.
Yeah, mine too. Mine too.
I just feel a shift of energy as things are going. So
When the energy intensifies, do not get caught up in the awe and wonder of it all that resides outside of self. Understand this is not peculiar in nature, and that this is truly you. You are all beings of great and higher capacity, wonder, and creation. Know that this is normal, not extraordinary. But because of who you are and your true nature of being, it is ordinary.
I have a question about Vera. She too has had her spine expanded and changed, but we're seeing it being updated almost every day. Will that continue for some time?
It is in alignment with the spiritual DNA, and it's like a weaving physical DNA and spiritual DNA, which opens you up to all that is. When your spiritual DNA comes fully online, you then can tap in to the far reaches beyond what you now understand within yourself truly exists. So much exists beyond what you believe and what you have experienced. And now there is so much more for you to experience beyond this moment, here, now.
Is there anything else we should know at this time?
No, there is not. Yet there is much that you will receive over the next hours, days, weeks, beyond this chance meeting.
we've never met or interfaced with you, Enoch. Is this because of our connection with Phyllis today?
Yes,
Yes.
she is Seraph. She is a Seraphim who has entered physical expression with great purpose, and she is thusly embarking upon that greater purpose now, more so than she has ever, up to this point in time. For now she is of higher understanding and acceptance of who and what she is.
We're grateful for what unfolds in the coming hours and days and weeks too. Thank you for that. Were the pinpoints of light that were coming in earlier into Phyllis and Vera and myself, were those gifts from you as well?
They were not. I was simply guided to greet her and to share this information that she may then take the next step of her journey. Loved ones, ancestors, beings of light, follow you as sparks of light, like stars. They guide you. They accompany you as you journey forth, within and without.
Was there anything else, Tamara, that you were guided to do as far as working on Phyllis or?
Yeah, I just I'm trying to think, but I got answers to a whole lot on what I'm doing, but I wanted to understand who this being was. And I'm so glad Phyllis is able to channel.
Yeah.
Do we want any more information about direction that we're leaning right now?
I will share as Enoch that this is written. It has been written. You are following a given path to accomplish a given task in your lifetimes. And so it is written and ever shall be. Until next time, in reverence.
We thank you profusely.
Oh,
Feel like we're coming down.
yeah. Yeah. Are we moving into a different space?
Yeah, we're on the
Feels-
ninth, in the what I'm understanding to be the ninth dimension. I thought we were just going down, but we've stopped here.
Yeah, we're in the ninth dimension, angelic realm.
Okay. That must be where all that beautiful feminine frequency came in at the start. Yes.
I just jumped and dived off my platform, and then all of a sudden I went bloop, and I'm like, oh, ninth dimension.
Well, you're fearless. Uh, yeah, we're surrounded by this angelic, this beautiful love, feminine energy just around the three of us. Um, Almost like an angelic hug, I would say. I'm sensing pride, like they're proud, they're very happy of us. And what I'm hearing is what we're accomplishing, what we've tried, the connections we've made in this space. And they're releasing the hug now. And now we're going farther down.
Before we actually moved out of that space, Archangel Michael was standing there, and he just like winked. It was funny, and he said, "You've done good."
Oh, oh gosh, it's so beautiful. We're down to 6. And earlier on, Phyllis, there were 2 points of light that came in, and they came into, let's just see where, I should have said at the time, I don't remember. They came in to around your solar plexus, and it was just like 2 beams of light, and they were filling you with light. Did the same thing to Vera, came and then did the same thing to me, and then the 2 beams of light went to your knee, Phyllis.
Ooh. I was wondering if they're going to do anything with your knee.
So that was before we got all the way up there, but that was just like, oh, what are these? Okay. So there was a lot more light put in, a lot more space put in us, and some beautiful, loving light energy in your knee. So you are making big strides right now.
Beautiful. It's funny, I'm like in fifth dimension. And they're like, no, you're staying here. You
I
can
would like,
stay here now. Okay.
okay, so I'm seeing these amphibian beings that I saw the other day on the fifth dimension.
Really? They're back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not like, they're there. I just see them like just if you were on the street and you go, oh, there's some, I see them. I don't, and there's not a lot of them, just a small group, 5 or 6 of them. I think they're here. Yeah, I just asked. They're here to help us navigate from these higher dimensions back to start. This is kind of like a rest stop before we go.
Yeah, we went pretty darn high. No, I generally don't get motion sickness from my interdimensional travel. Some people do.
No, I could feel that elevation.
Yeah, I could too. But it's very cool. I always that was something new for me and Tamara to experience as far as the we've met with many ascended masters and different galactic beings, but Enoch was not one that we'd had met.
Absolutely not. That was a treat and a generous gift. So thank you for channeling that, Phyllis. Okay.
Interesting. Turn my camera on now. Right down. Where am I? There I am. I'm still on. Woo-hoo. They're like, no, you're staying in fifth dimension now. Okay.
Yeah, I think does anyone have any other questions or any things they want to address today?
No, I think we accomplished our mission
I
or
think so
whatever
too.
mission that was bestowed upon us in this moment.
We never know what the mission is, so that
Yeah, we
was
never know. We never know. It just always kind of happens on the fly anyway. So I just appreciate that Phyllis's energy was you were so open to trying this with us because we never know.
Now as Enter, God, I look so tired.
So what I'm gonna do just to kind of take our energy and wind us back down is I'm gonna kind of do the reverse path of what we went through. This kind of just helps us, and I know maybe on your side you may not really need to ground, but just this helps Tamara too because of just the amount of energy that we experienced in this. For whatever reason, I've been engineered to handle a lot of energy shifts, but I'm going to start to take us down the reverse path of that if you guys are ready.
Yep.
So yeah, let's just start to take our awareness back again around our energy field, recalibrating to our points of presence, front, back, left, and right sides. As we start to draw that energy within, I'm going to request source light records for myself, Reverend Takakura, Tamara Pasick, Phyllis Anne Douglass back into the center in the palm of my hand as I retrieve that energy, all those energy streams back. And back into the center of the palm of my hand so that I may turn my hand back over to the cosmic table of light as I move to close the records. And exit field access from the Akasha. We're giving gratitude for all healings, clearing, support, guidance, assistance, information streams, downloads, frequencies, vibrations of the highest order and magnitude that came forth for myself and everyone in session. As the records continue to close, we're also giving gratitude and recognizing the ascended masters, teachers, loved ones, star families, galactic beings, angels, ancestors, record keepers, guides, beings of light, add some present dragons. As the records continue to close, we also set the intention that all cords, contracts, connections, bindings, portals, vortexes, energies, whether intentionally or unintentionally or consciously or unconsciously created, be fully and completely released as we detach from this unified field so that we can travel back down safely through the sun, soul star, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root, legs, feet, through the Earth star, back down into the central and crystalline core of the planet, anchoring, centering, grounding with Mother Earth here in the heart of Gaia, back into Mother Earth's embrace, so that we can travel again in a light back up the Earth star, feet, legs, root, solar, sacral, heart, throat, third eye, crown, all the way up into the central sun, pushing past into the unity consciousness field, feeling our pinpoint connection to source as we reset our connection so that we may travel back down through the sun, soul star, crown, third eye, throat, its home and center into our heart space, expand our hearts into the universe, place our palms up on our laps, and upload our gratitude and frequency to the universal collective, sending that even exchange of energy. And upon completion, this starts our journey back down into Mother Earth's sacred space, setting the intention to process and integrate all that has been transmitted, all that has been received. Continuing this flow state, knowing that we are one with the all is one with us, allowing us to find our center point back into our home base so that we are anchored back into this 3D physicality, back into this earth plane, Aliachua. So it is, and it is so. We are back. We are back. We are back. Imagine a beam of light above your head, splitting into the two sides of you, ray tracing the triangle. So as soon as you hit foot level, you're going to create a final seal so that you are embedded back into Mother Earth's blueprint. You got to do that part, Phyllis, or else you just float for the rest of the day.
Well, I did that part with the triangle, and it actually turned into the sixth, Metatron, so the six-pointed star.
Yeah.
It's different for everyone. Everybody's at different levels, but for the people who are uninitiated for using sacred geometry, it helps them understand the sort of just kind of sealing off your energy and living like that, right? But on your side, of course, I feel like you're so much more advanced. I actually appreciate your feedback and just the experience we just had with you, because again, channeling Enoch was not something we thought was gonna happen.
No, that was a first. That was a first, Phyllis.
Interesting. Enoch's come to me before, and I just, I was asking the other day, I just started typing because, all my life, like, you're a seraphim, you're an angel in physical form. Oh yeah, right. No, you are. Yeah. And I would have like all these things happen, and then lately I'm like, yeah, right. So what does it actually mean that I am Seraph? And then I just started typing in my notes on my phone, and I got like just download of information from Metatron. And I was like, oh, all right.
It's crazy. It's wild. We all have different roles and paths and whatnot, but thank you for trusting us with that, just to experience it and understand that when we do this in group, recently it's been like 10 or 11 people getting in all these calls.
Wow.
Yeah, and especially with Starfire, it feels like it's up leveled even more because again,
I activated Starfire at the very beginning. I'm like,
Yep. I did too. I did before you work.
okay.
But the Starfire, since the people that have Starfire, we've done calls just Starfire people, and we do, we get even more. But we've had some calls with I think we had one, didn't we, with 17 people on it, Vera?
Well, I think it was 15. But what I'm saying though is that everybody comes in trusting, and the energy fields link, and as you say that you are given the awareness of being Seraph, I've been given the awareness of having been a record keeper. So my ability to move through dimensions and energy, I think that's what this all comes from. And so I'm just generally just guiding everyone. But at the same time, I need someone who's got the clairvoyance that like a Tamara has to just kind of like be the guide. So we all have our roles. We all have our different roles in the call.
Did you just say that you had information that you were a record keeper? We could change that. You are a record keeper.
Yeah.
See, when they kept telling me that I'm Seraphim, I kept thinking Seraphim, that's an aspect of me? They're like, no.
Yeah. I think I think that is probably the most true statement of all time. She is a record keeper. She has been, she is, she's creating records, she's creating, yeah.
Well, that's not even just creating record, it's just being able to move through those energies, because it's not I guess what I'm saying is just like the concept of bringing everyone together and being able to share the fields and channel together. That wasn't really, no one's doing, no one I know of is doing it. And
Yeah,
so
those are your gifts. That's what
so
you come in here
yeah.
with. Yeah.
So I started doing that generally, but then ever since I've initiated many people on Starfire now, everyone's very excited to get together for those types of calls, because it's just, you know, we learn so much, we receive so much. Here's Tamara doing upgrades on people live.
Oh, yes, thank you. That was fabulous. I felt this. God, I was like this energy. I was just lulled there. My body couldn't move. I was just in this energy, and I could feel something in my spine at what you were doing, and you were like talking, and I could feel things happening, and I could feel something happening surrounding my knee. It actually kind of aches right now, like tingles. It's weird. It's kind of numb. So I could feel like everything.
Yeah, it's
That's super
been
cool.
really, yeah, it is. It's been
Really
really,
cool. Thank you. That was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
No,
yeah,
I appreciate
it's exciting, it's fun, it's uplifting, we learn things, we receive things, we meet new beings. You know, we never know who's going to step forward to work with us on the day. There's just so many aspects of it that are fabulous, and everybody loves being on these calls because of all of those reasons. And I'm so happy that you could. I'm just so happy that you could be a part of it. Really, I really am, Phyllis. Just
Look,
so
brother,
excited.
I love you again.
and so I guess, you know, of course, you know, in our Starfire group, just because of who I've initiated, we've been doing this. But yeah, I'd like to, I don't know, introduce it to the rest of anybody who's Starfire initiated, if they want to, you know, try it or experience it, because you've got the chat, you've now had the ability to experience it yourself, and it's at least from what, you know, Tamara says, you know, in explaining the way that it works, it sounds like a lot of people could benefit from it. It expands us more. That's all. And of course, with the addition of your energy, that was a totally new experience all together again, because it's like we hadn't had anybody that we knew of consciously that was, you know, Seraphim that joined the call. So that's a new frequency for us. So again, it's just it's a beautiful woven tapestry of different backgrounds and frequencies, and it's almost unique and original each and every time. So
And
Very
Phyllis,
cool.
I get to brag now. I have bragging rights now that I know Seraphim. So
It's weird because I've known that, but not totally honored it till
not like in
recently.
the forefront of your, yeah.
Right. And so then I think today was kind of the first time, because I posted a little looping transmission thing on my Facebook page. And then all of a sudden I'm typing, as of Seraphim, I am like, I just really like just laid it all out there, you know. So
you
that's
do.
pretty funny. But I've got to step into that role, because that brings in, it's like the next level of the work that I'm doing. And if I don't honor who I truly am, and I guess make people aware of that, right?
Well, I get this sense that there's a good likelihood that the connection that we've made with you has a lot to do with bringing that frequency forward and bringing it into a wider audience. There's a
Mhm.
wider audience of what you express, but you know, through your social media. But I feel like this kind of form of bringing people together who are resonant and actually ready for these types of frequencies is another layer of light work, I guess, for lack of a better term, that
Mhm.
we're being called to. So again, I don't know if
Oh, yeah.
there's no exact what I'll call formula of how we're going to do this, but it almost feels like that convergence is happening simply because it's time. And I guess for lack of a better word, we're bringing the frequency to the people.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, that's totally it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
Phyllis, will you join us on some of these
or
calls
try
now?
one of them just to see what it's like when there's.
That's what I was saying. I would love to, because I had actually had belonged to different groups, and then Elohim kind of kicked me out. So
Well, we're hoping we're the right club for
Well,
you.
yeah, actually, Archangel Michael kept saying, just be still, because it's coming. A group is coming. So I would have to acknowledge that your group is the group that's been coming.
Yeah, no, this is exciting because again, there's no precedence for any of this being done. This is all evolving as we go along. There's just a trust in what is transpiring or unfolding. And so I mean, yeah, however, I mean, I know we have a group call, bringing in your frequency is going to elevate the call even on another level. But again, because Tamara's been finding that she's being called to do more of these, what we'll call upgrades and installations while the call is going on. She's going to each person and basically actioning on the upgrades. And it's really palpable for everyone who receives it. And of course, everyone benefits.
Next time, please let me
Yeah,
know.
for sure, for sure. And we'll try to coordinate it on a day that's not a challenge for you. But again, thank you for trusting today. I know there's a lot more unfolding from this because it's, energy doesn't just all of a sudden turn off like a switch as soon as you get off the call. It's a continual process, but it just so much magic, so much just excitement around this. And I will definitely try to figure out a time for us to get it together again, and also work with your schedule to see when we can have you join.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'm gonna go lie down.
You go
There's more. I still got all this energy like
No,
working
yeah,
on.
I'm sure you're still a little, what I'll call a little bit running through that daze of energy. But yeah, no, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tamara. All right, you guys.
Bye, guys.
Talk to you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.